Hello everyone. Welcome once again to Art History 1. As you open up Blackboard and you look at all of the options available within the course, there's a possibility that it could be a little bit confusing. However, here's the big secret of my classes. They're very simple. After studying online education for many years and looking at what really seems to work best within my own courses, I've come to a strategy that is based on simplicity. So you're going to do basically the same things every week. And weeks always start on Monday, they always end on Monday, and you can expect your new assignments to appear every Monday. So what this video is going to do is I'm going to get within Blackboard with you and I'm going to walk you through all of the steps and everything that you need to do within the course in order to best succeed. As I said, it's pretty simple, especially once you know how to do it. So put on your seat belts, sharpen your virtual pencils, and let's get started. All right, so here is where you begin, on the announcements page. Now I will post an introduction to each week's assignment that will appear every Monday. And then from here you can read what I'd like you to read. This particular week, this Monday, you have two because we have a welcome message and then we have our assignments for week 1. Now week 1 is pretty light because there's a lot of bugs to work out and everyone needs to get used to the form. So I would like you to always open the course to the announcements page, because if I have any specific changes to the schedule, if I have any messages that I need for you to see, I'm going to post them here on the announcements page, and you are responsible for that information. Okay, so from here you can go to lessons. Now you can also usually click on a link at the bottom of the announcement, but this will open up the lessons page. All right, here are your lessons. Now every week there's a new lesson. It's a new folder. We have lesson 1 and 2 showing, and we also have the additional assignments. So what you'll do is you go to the home page, open up the lesson of the week, and then you can open this folder. And as I said, basically it's the same format every week. So here we have introduction week. Some of this is repeated from the home page. That is not always the case. You do need to always read through your lesson. So everything you need to know is here. And generally, there'll be an initial post like this one at the top of the page. And within that post is a list of everything you need to do each week. Now, another place to find that would be within the calendar. So the course calendar has all that you need to know. So I can get it to open. Poof, there it is. So here we have it. There's all the important dates, and then each week all your assignments are listed. Occasionally I do make changes to the calendar, and any changes to the calendar will be posted on the announcements page, the class home page. So you have the class home where you always begin. You have the lessons where each week your lessons appear. Now there's also video links that will be appearing here on the lessons page. You need to watch the videos. You'll have material that will be taken from the videos, and a lot of times they are fun. In student surveys, the videos are cited as one of the favorite things. All right, so home, lessons, discussions. So the discussion is a big part of my online classes. And when you go to the discussion board, this is pretty much what you'll see. Your view might be just a little bit different. No, we're here. We're in the student view. Okay, so you open up and let's go back to the discussion. When you go to the discussion, read my question. Here it is, introductions. Let us take a moment to get to know each other a little better, etc. Going on down. Usually how I will format the discussion is I'll give you an introduction like you have here, and then I will summarize it with a couple of questions that are designed to help you to organize your thoughts. So you can open up the discussion, read the discussion, and then you just click right here. Now you can see all these people have already posted their introduction. Now, as I've said in other writings, in other introductory material, here is what's required of you in the discussion. I want you to respond to my original post, to the question that we just looked at, by Friday of each week. Then, I also want you to respond to a couple of your classmates, at least two. The best discussions happen when students choose to respond to maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of their classmates, because then we actually have an engaged and interesting discussion that can happen, and it's really a lot of fun. So also, when you're doing your response to your classmate, it's wonderful if you want to do it early in the week. You can do that also before Friday. So let me just clarify this. Each Monday, there's going to be a new question in the discussion area. I would like for you to read that question and post a response to me by Friday of each week. This allows your classmates to read your response and gives everyone plenty of time to respond, and then it can actually be a discussion. So, read my post, respond by Friday. Now also, sometime during the week, before the next Monday, you need to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. How do you do that? All right, let's back up one more time. I want this to be very simple. Here's the discussion. Here's the question. You've read through it and you say, okay, I can answer that. And then you go to creating a thread. And you might title it. I'm going to title it, Hello, everyone. And then I prefer if you say, hi, everybody. Give it some kind of an intro. This is a test. Test. Typo, etc. Then you submit it. And look at that. There it is. Now, because I don't want people to get very confused, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Okay, so that's how you post, and how do you respond? Well, it's pretty simple. Hi, Megan. There she is. Nice work. Now you simply hit reply. That will allow you a chance to reply, submit, testing. Well, let's go back here. Let's say it like this. Hi, Megan. This is how we speak in the discussion. There you go. That's how it works. Submit. Ta-da! I bet you it's down there. There we go. And again, I'm going to need to delete this because otherwise it could be confusing. All right, so there we have it. Class home, lessons, discussion. Now, in addition, there's the syllabus in the calendar. And in this link, you have your off-campus proctoring form, which is something that you'll need to fill out if you're going to take the final exam at a location other than OTC. You have the course calendar and you have the rubric for the discussion. Now here's your syllabus. It's also here. There's going to be a quiz in the intro week for that. Let's go back to lessons one more time because there's something else I'd like to show you here. That's the additional assignments. Now throughout the semester we have these 4 additional assignments, and they allow you to stretch your intellectual muscle just a little bit. The first one is due on February 15th. And for this assignment, you are to go to an art gallery or a museum and actually look at a work of art and write about it. This is a department-wide assignment that everyone in the arts does at OTC, and it's a great way to get out and maybe go to your very first trip to a museum. So I encourage you to start thinking about this now. There's going to be a first Friday art walk early in February, and that's a great opportunity for you to do this assignment. Now we have the human form thus far, the in-depth look, and the final creative assignment, which is often cited as the very most favorite thing we do in class. So instead of taking the time to tell you all about it, I'll just say you have an option here to do something very creative. And pretty much whatever you want to do, you can probably get it past me as long as it's creative and you put some effort into it. All right, so there we have that in the lessons. Now, one more thing. It can happen that when you get inside a folder within a folder, it can be very confusing. Like, where am I? How do I get out? What you can do here is you look at the top. I'm here, I'm here. Ah, back to the lessons. There we are. All right, so each Monday, your lesson is going to appear at the top of the page and it will have everything that you need to know. We have one major test in here, and that is your final exam, which will be given as a proctored test at the end of this semester. So the other thing that I'd like to look at is the art history text. Now, hopefully you're all registered and can sign in. I'm not sure if you will have an identical view as this one. No, probably not. But let's get into our course. And I'd like to ask you to please watch the video on this week's lesson page for how to navigate Revel. But basically, this is an important part of our content. It's actually the textbook, and it has quizzes embedded within Revel. Now, I got a question about how to link Revel to Blackboard, and I've just shown you really how that works. So hopefully you will all be able to link there as well. So I'm going to go to the home, where here's my announcement. And then here, this Revel Art History text link should take you to your login in order to access the material. So that's pretty much all that I need to tell you. Your grades will appear within the grade book, which I do not have grades as an instructor. And once again, I just want to welcome you all to class. And I hope this is going to be very simple for you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me, or you can always call my studio number also. So thanks for listening and enjoy the journey. We're going to take a great adventure in art over the next, 16 weeks or so.